How do you get this way?
How do I? Well, I was born this way.
Okay.
Just like the song was written.
I thought you were chill. No, but seriously, are you ready?
Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, that was not nearly loud enough.
It's not loud enough.
No.
Make it more louder. How about 11?
That's going to sound terrible. All right. Jon Peckman Podcast, Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance, beautiful downtown Portland, Connecticut. Come over the bridge. Go through one set of lights. Pull a U. We park in front of the music store at the Red Neon Light. We have music lessons. We have gear. We have turntables. We have speakers. We have vinyl. We have, what else do we have?
We have merch.
We have merch. Yeah, we have merch. You might be able to see something.
We have teachers.
Yeah, we got teachers. We got lessons. We have
Amps.
Chris Bickley here today, guitar player.
Even louder.
Yeah. Before we do that, though, Chris has already warned me out. I'm just gonna.
It's on.
I want to take care of a little bit of biz first. So this is the new Jon Peckman. In case you're watching on YouTube, it's a new Jon Peckman YouTube channel. I have over 200 shows. I don't know what number we're on now, but we're in the process of sending the archives from the old channel over to this new channel, which is in process. If you would like to access any of the old episodes, we're going to put a link below this that will send you to the old Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance channel where the Jon Peckman Podcast is all there, all 200-something episodes. Soon, all those will be on this channel. But until then, follow the link to find them. That's that, right? We're going to figure that out. But now, Chris Bickley.
Oh, it's on.
As in the Chris Bickley, right?
That's it. The one, the only, unmistakable, irreplaceable, the only thing that you need today.
That's right.
Me.
Other than this.
And a little bit of coffee.
I need this. I need that.
Yeah, you're going to have that to catch up, I think, because I'm definitely on 12.
You do coffee? How do you get this way?
How do I? Well, I was born this way.
Okay.
Just like the song was written.
I thought you were chill.
This is not. No.
Really?
No, we were.
You were behaving.
I was behaving because we were in a situation, and it was an awkward situation because.
I didn't know that.
Well, we don't. There's no rehearsal, so we just go, just like we're doing now, and there's red light fever, and so it was a little bit of
wow.
A little bit of navigating that at that point. So right now we are being ourselves, and I've been wound up all day. I've been in the gym. I've been kicking and taking names. So that was edited.
Yeah, that's fine. So I met Chris just briefly. So we played. I was doing a summer with Christine Ohlman, and I guess I don't know what the status was because I was kind of brought in to do the summer.
Yeah.
And I think, what is it? You, Cliff does some of them, you do some of them. Is it that kind of, you don't have to, but that's how I met you. You were doing some of them.
At that point, yeah. So I did all the travel dates. That's basically what happens.
Okay.
So when we travel out of a certain area or range, Cliff, it doesn't work for him.
You each have a region.
So, yeah, sort of. I pretty much do... Yeah, all the bigger travel dates. You would do Pennsylvania, New York City, New Jersey, upstate New York, and those kind of places. At that point, that's what was going on. Now it's a little different too. So things have evolved a little bit. Cliff has stepped back and started doing some more things for himself, and he's not as involved. So
so it's you more often now.
Basically, all the dates. He's done like 2 dates this year.
Whoa!
I've done everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I've been with her 15 years. So it's been a not push and pull, but it's been a trade-off between each other. Cliff is my boy. I love him.
Yeah.
So we work really well together. And actually, it's interesting. We've never done a gig together.
Whoa.
So that's kind of wild.
That would be heavy.
I would like to do a gig with Cliff. It would be fun.
So we could say Chris Bickley, Christine Ohlman, guitar player. We could
absolutely
say that.
can.
All
yes.
right.
I was just a touring guitar player, but now I am basically the guy. Yeah.
So we'll say that underneath.
Yeah, I mean, most of the shows now that he's doing he's featuring him now. So he's like,
I see.
He's featured because he's not always with her anymore. So
I got you.
Which is good. He deserves that.
Well, for sure.
He's a monster.
Yeah. So that's where I met you, doing a few of those, and I guess from doing those gigs, I was under the impression that you were low key.
Wrong.
No, it's good. It's good.
Did I say that right? Wrong.
Yeah. Wrong. Wrong.
That's the wrong answer, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's fine, though.
Maybe you better get it right.
Hey, man. Be yourself. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. Yeah, no, there's a lot of energy here. And, we aren't playing high energy stuff anyway. So I do have to kind of keep the mood.
Right, I got you.
Otherwise, I'm playing metal. So then, that's not going to work.
I got you. All right. So tell us what you're doing now that you want to maybe plug or talk about now and coming up in the near future. And then we're going to go back and get to the bottom of everything.
Okay. There's a lot of projects going on recording right now. So obviously, we're playing with Christine.
Yep.
So we are doing Christine Ohlman, Rebel Montez. The next show is December 14th at Cafe 9.
Wow.
That's in-house. We are doing the Rhythm and Roots Festival on the 31st. And that will be a special set at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
That's coming up this month.
I did that once.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a great show. Yeah, and it's really it's a lot of fun. And I can't wait actually to do that show. That's every year I anticipate.
Yeah,
driving up and doing that thing because they have great food, they got merch, it's tons of bands.
Good lineup this year. I almost went. I really wanted to go Friday and Sunday because I think it's stupid. It's like Little Feat and Lyle Lovett and Lettuce and the Wood Brothers.
I believe Steve Earle's going to be there as well.
Steve Earle's going to be there.
Yep.
And Bonorama, who I love, and I just can't swing it this weekend.
Yeah.
But that's a wild lineup, and then Christine on Sunday.
Yeah, so that's like a big highlight for me, coming up this weekend, and then of course the December shows. I love Cafe 9, love being there with her. That place is just magic.
Yep.
Every time we play there, so it's great.
Agreed.
So the live wise, that's kind of, there's other shows coming up throughout the year for the following next year. We're booking now, which is great.
Yeah.
I have a lot of recording stuff going on. A lot of recording stuff. So there's an Italian project that I'm doing. It's actually all in Italian. I'm the only American person on the record.
Wow.
It's called Star Child, and I was lucky enough that some musicians that I've worked with in the past, Gaetano Nicolosi on drums and Dino Forenza on bass, and we got roped in to do this record. So the whole thing is sung in Italian. It's all rock songs, metal songs.
Are they here or this is remote?
It's remote. It's being file shared over to Italy.
That's heavy.
So it's really cool. It's great. The guy's he's a big. What I like about it is it's not so much modern. It is a throwback record. So the guy's a big Scorpions fan. He likes UFO and Michael Schenker and all that stuff. So I get to kind of recreate some of that stuff. So it's a lot of fun. And,
that's cool.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. So I got about 7 more songs to do. I finished 2.
And you have a facility.
I have my own little studio. I do. I call it Studio C. We were just talking about that earlier. And because I used to record at Horizon Music Group all the time with Vic.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he has Studio A upstairs, Studio B, and then when I finally got my little thing going, I called it Studio C. Like it was an extension because we'd bring files over, and then ended up also Studio C for Chris, but I moved away and I just brought the whole thing over. So now we do vocals and all this stuff there now too.
Nice.
So that's one record I'm working on. I got 2 solo records I'm working on right now, actually. And you and I have to talk about something. Okay.
You record drums?
Yeah, I don't, but it's not. I don't have a room big enough for the drum stuff. But that's something we can work out later. At least have you on a track or 2. It would be nice. Have a guest appearance from Mr. Peckman.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I have that I'm working on, and that's going to take a little bit because I'm trying to sort it out. One of them is a tribute to my dad, and the other one is a third record that I'm working on. Actually, I just brought you a couple records.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have another band that I'm working with, and I can't talk too much about. But what I can tell you is that they were a major band in 1990. They had some MTV videos. They were a legitimate rock band at the time.
Spin Doctors.
I wish it was the Spin Doctors. We'd be out playing right now. But no, not. They're a hair band, so a little bit different than the Spin Doctors. And what's nice about it
Enough's enough. Don't answer.
That's too much.
Okay. Wow.
And, so... They, after a while of chipping away at this, and I was friends with them for a long time, and we started recording some stuff, and the guitar player passed away, and it was going to be a 5-piece. Wow. So we finished up what we were working on, and I was able to finish the tracks that we did, and then we've recorded 4 more new ones.
Nice.
And then we dug into the vault, and we found 4 songs that were recorded in 92 for the second record that never got released.
Oh.
So now we have this great...
They made one record?
They only made one record. grunge hit by that point, 92, 93. Remember, Nirvana was already, so this kind of like took the legs out from under them. But it's very exciting because it's good melodic rock stuff. I'm very happy to be able to help recreate this, and they are my friends, and they sound great still. Singer still says his voice.
And of course, you'll tell me when this is done off the mic.
You might, Rabbit. You might. Yes.
I'm just curious.
I will. I'll tell you.
I'm just trying to.
They're kind of obscure, but they are from New York City, and like I said, it's the magic is there. We've got the magic coming back. It's really good, and as a matter of fact, after we're done, I will actually play you a song. I have one on my phone you can listen to, something that we finished. So I'm really happy, and I'm very proud of it, and
Nice.
I'm excited, really excited to get this record done for the fans because I know they're dying to hear it.
Yeah, right.
And once that gets done, there's going to be rehearsals and there are going to be some shows. It's going to happen. So it's gonna this reunion thing is gonna happen.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. I really am.
Nice. And how did it come together? They came to you.
So the bass player and I are really close friends, and he's done some work. We've done some work together in the past, and I can't tell too much because I'll give it away.
Sure.
But we did some tours, and he did some recording with me, and we've been friends for like 20 years.
And then the idea came around.
It just evolved. Like he and I got we're talking, and I always inquired about it because I wanted to see them do something. And then over time, I became friends with the singer, the guitar player. The drummer's retired, and he's kind of a recluse, so I don't really talk to him. But that's kind of what happens. We have two of the four original guys right now, and at this point, we've been working on this for quite a while now, and it's like I said, it's moving forward, and it's going to be a nice tribute to the band, to the past, and to the present. So this is going to be a good record. So
who's playing drums since he wasn't original? You could say. You can't even say. Okay. All right.
I can't even tell you who's playing drums, brother. I can't even.
Right.
I would love to tell. I will tell you after.
Yeah. No,
but I can't broadcast who's playing right now.
That's
Not right now.
Okay.
But we're coming to it.
I'm just making conversation.
Yeah, I know you are. Let me tell you this. He's a powerhouse.
Okay.
The guy that's playing drums is definitely on the level.
Okay.
He's the monster.
Okay.
And he's worthy of it.
Cool.
Came in and just banged out the tracks in 2 takes. He was just amazing. I never heard the songs. He was just tremendous.
Yeah.
So, and it's not Bobby T.
I was just gonna.
It's not Bobby T. And I love Bobby. What do you got?
No, nothing. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's all right. You can say it later.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's going on right now. I mean, I'm recovering.
I was gonna say another name. I wasn't gonna say anything about Bobby T. That's not what I meant. But I just realized.
Say what do you got? What do you got?
No, I'm not gonna. No, I don't want to say who I think it is because we're playing this game. I just realized when you said Bobby T. and I said I'm not gonna say anything. That is in no way mean that I'm not saying anything about. I was thinking of.
No. Yeah, I love him, by the way. He's my boy.
I only met him once. Seems really cool. I want to get him in here.
That's you. Yeah, I'll get him in here with me. That'd be great.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
We blow this place up.
Yeah.
Bobby is awesome. That's my buddy.
Yeah, I've only met him a couple of times.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember.
He and I played together in Thunderhead, so we toured with that. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool. All right, so that's cool. So you got the Italian record, you got this unknown thing, you got your own thing.
Yeah.
And then what?
I am slowly writing for another Eynomia record, which you have 2 albums here on the table also, and that's a symphonic rock thing that I'm doing. And I'm piecing it together piece by piece. And there's another project that I'm working on too. And I've submitted some songs, and we've been back and forth about it, and it hasn't materialized yet.
Sea of Tears. It sounds like my marriage.
Woo!
Rock opera. Yeah, The Demon Inside. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Mask of Vengeance.
Which one of you is wearing the mask?
Depends on what day it is.
What kind of coffee you're drinking?
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so symphonic rock stuff there. But yeah, so I am working on that. I'm chipping away at it.
Break Free.
Yeah.
Sounds like what I want my marriage to be. No, I'm just kidding. Why would I? I'm joking.
I'm like predicting the future before it's done, before you even met me.
If you knew us, the thing that's funny about it is nothing could be further from the truth.
I'm sure. Let's say you're a sweetheart. I'm sure it wouldn't be nothing.
It's mostly her. But.
Lies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's funny. So these are so what's Eynomia, what is that?
Eynomia?
Yeah.
So it's a lesser Greek god,
basically
a god of good and justice. And we took the name, and it's a play on the name. It's actually spelled EU instead of EY.
Okay.
And we changed it, and I'm glad we did because there was another band that actually used his name, the god's actual name. So it actually worked out good for us. But I thought it just sounded better, and it looked better, and it just had a better feel to it, and we made it our own. And it does still represent, for the good and the justice and balance, so to speak.
Yeah.
So And it was kind of, it just fit what we were doing. And I didn't want it to be too sterile either. I wanted it to have a little bit of loosey goosey to it, even because that's kind of what's missing, I think, in a lot of like modern and symphonic rock stuff. And like
it's just to the grid.
Yeah, there's not enough like Deep Purple or Rainbow or Zeppelin
Sure.
in it at times. Like I like it to have a little movement and a little bit of feel there. That it brings a lot of character to a song.
So when you say symphonic, do you mean like with a large ensemble?
Well, when I say that, it's like there's a lot of keyboards or strings. There's,
But it's not like with an orchestra.
Not so much, but they call it that because the keyboards are very prominent and it's it is orchestra based, even though there's a lot of keyboards.
Because I was just thinking, like, if you're going to play with a big ensemble, it would be hard to get them to swing.
Yeah, there's no swing in there.
Right?
Yeah.
So I get it.
Absolutely. Cool. So I try to keep the guitars a little behind here and there and stuff, and just it's got to have a groove. I mean, otherwise it's boring to me. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I can play a typewriter.
Sure. Yeah.
Tick 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 tick.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I am fishing. I have some songs for that too, and I got some songs for Zach Stevens also from Savatage Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He's involved in that, so I'd send him over some tunes. So we've got some stuff in the works in the hard rock metal stuff that we got that bass pretty much covered.
Cool.
So
but then when I played with you with Christine, you were doing that whole thing.
Yeah,
and you were awesome. So I wouldn't
Thanks.
even know that this is that's your thing too.
So I love, as you do yourself, I love music.
Sure.
Everything.
Right. I'm the same.
I'm a terrible jazz player, but I love everything. And growing up listening to Southern rock and the Doobie Brothers, and my dad was a big Chet Atkins fan, and so my ears are just all over the place. I mean, I like Faith No More, I like Stevie Ray Vaughan, I like alternative music. Yes, I said that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I love Soundgarden, I like Screaming Trees, and I like all that stuff. Yeah. So I listen to a lot of different stuff, and my soul speaks to me in different ways. And a lot of times, like you present something to me, and it's like, let me dig in on that, and then I will. And I've said before, Christine has been a big mentor of mine, and I've learned a lot about R&B and soul music that I never dug that deep into it. I mean, I got into it a little bit, and then learn other stuff, and it was always the demand too. You're in a different band if you're playing hard rock or metal or alternative Southern rock cover band, whatever. But with her, it was definitely, it was different.
It was a different thing.
Yeah, and it was great.
What were you doing before that? Mostly.
So I was doing session work.
Yeah.
At Horizon Music Group.
Okay.
With Vic and her brother, and that's kind of how I met her.
Yeah.
And I was doing I did Thunderhead, which was a Southern rock band that Johnny Winter actually produced in 77, 76.
Nice.
And we did the reunion shows. I learned all those songs. So that was kind of more like blues rock and stuff like that, which I was always a big fan of. I'm a big Badlands fan. That's one of my favorite bands of all time.
Can I tell you that's the band I was thinking of now that you said those words? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was going to be my guess, but apparently not, because you just said Badlands.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands.
Right.
Yeah, one of
and they're not from New York, so
they're not.
But when you first were
yeah.
That's who I thought, because
well, the singer's dead. He passed away.
Right.
He passed away.
I'm sorry, it's not my thing. Yeah. I knew they only had. Okay, never mind. I don't know anything. I thought that mistakenly they only had one album, and that the guitar player died, and they had 3 albums in the thing. Okay,
yeah, the guitar player. So Badlands. Just a little sidetrack here. He's the guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne.
Right.
Jakey Lee.
Yeah.
Okay, so you might have been thinking about somebody else.
Yeah, I think I was.
You're fishing. It'll come to you. So
I just exposed myself, but I don't know. You're like, by the way.
No, it's all good.
All right, never mind.
Pie face.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Thunderhead, and then I was doing some session works. I did some modern R&B thing. I did a track with Erica Kane, a couple tracks with her, and she did a song with Brian McKnight, and then I was doing
all that stuff.
Yeah, and then it was like there was other like stuff around the I call it the hood, session work, and then I had an alternative rock band, Save an Echo, with Chris Keys from Gargantua Soul.
Sure.
And there was all kinds of random rock stuff.
And we never did anything at any point?
No.
Okay.
No. The first time we played together was with her.
Wow.
Yeah, we
weird.
did that groove thing.
Yeah.
And we laid it down that day.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah. No, that was a big
I actually wish we played more.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And then Christine, that became, you got on her radar.
Yeah, that was kind of a wild thing. We was at the studio recording, and I don't know if it was a country thing or I don't remember exactly what was going on. I was in on some track somewhere.
Yeah.
And she asked Vic about me because at one point Cliff was like thinking about shifting gears and kind of not traveling as much.
Yeah,
And it was the need.
Sure.
And I happened to be there, and she inquired about me, and it was like one thing led to another, and I was like, okay, well, give it a shot. Vic asked me about it, and I was like, I don't know, I never thought about it. It never crossed my mind.
You knew who she was.
I did. I'd seen her a couple times at Cafe 9, and she was
you knew
always
what
great.
kind of thing it was.
Yeah. I did. I saw her with Eric Fletcher originally.
Sure.
And then after that, I saw her with Cliff a couple times. And then, she asked me, and I was like, it sounded like Butthead for a minute. Okay. It's like,
but it's a challenge.
It was a challenge. It was. I mean, like the more like rock and stuff, not so much.
Yeah,
I slide right into it, no problem.
Sure.
But then it was like the things that were more Irma Franklin, for example, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, Chris, you got to like work on your touch here because you're aggressive.
Yeah.
And so I had to like really think about what it should sound like, and I was referencing a lot of things that was being done, and then the original recordings, and and then the Curtis Mayfield stuff, and we were trying to pick that apart, and it was really, it was work. It was work, but it was good work, and it was good for me. It was good for my soul, and I felt it.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was.
It was a wise move on mostly my behalf. Being able to up for the challenge and to do it. And she obviously sensed that I could. So once we got together in the room, we sat together in the room a couple times. And, she was like, "Yeah, this is going to work." And it's okay. All right, let's try it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we bat for the fence. And I'm not going to say that it didn't have its like I said, learning curve.
Yeah, sure.
First couple gigs, maybe the first year or two.
Yeah,
I don't remember really that
Yeah.
far back because I can't remember yesterday. But
Well, I felt like by the end of the summer I did with her, I was just starting to settle in.
Yeah.
Just because you get to know, like, all right,
Yeah, you see the vibe, you see what she's looking for, and stuff like that, and it makes a difference. And everybody's comfort level has to kind of come together too, and you start becoming that well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
And and like I said, she's a mentor of mine. I learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
A lot about songwriting, a lot about how piecing things together, the shows, the touch, the feel, the volume, also.
Right. Yeah.
Where to and not to play and all that stuff. It's been great. It really has. Yeah.
I was going to ask, like, I don't know what your rig, but like getting a rig together for her, a live rig. How different was that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, you're right.
Because your sound was perfect. It was not that I'm the expert, but it was perfect. And it's like, okay.
Well, you have good ears. I mean, you're a music fan in itself, so you would know. I mean, that's not BS there. That's you do know what.
I don't know
much
like. Else. So,
but you know what sounds good.
Yeah,
and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, if I remember right, we were Les Paul on it that day. But in the beginning, it was Marshalls, half stacks.
Yeah. Wow.
Not with her, but myself.
Yeah,
I couldn't
right.
bring Marshall half stack to the Christine Ohlman show. No. So it was half stack, 50-watt, 100-watt half stack heads. JCM 800 or whatever, JMP artist, whatever I had kicking around. Blue Voodoo, Crate Blue Voodoo. Just loud and nasty. And that was fine. And I still have all that stuff.
Sure.
And then I also had a Fender combo that I used to use with her a lot, and it's an early '90s deluxe. Fender Deluxe, not a Hot Rod Deluxe, just a regular Deluxe Tweed, and every time I picked it up, it just leave wood shavings everywhere.
Oh boy,
It had just been it's still, I still have it. It sounds amazing, but it looks like you pulled it out of the dumpster. It really does. It's in real 50s looking shape.
And you don't want to.
Distress.
No, I don't. Yeah, exactly. Relic like from woo. Yeah. So. Rode hard and put up wet, as my dad would say.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to retelex it. I just didn't. So I used that for a while with her, and had some overdrive pedals and stuff. I have a very small pedal board with her. I keep it very simple. And I've always been that way anyway. 5 pedals. That's all I have.
Yeah.
And it worked for a while, and I was kind of going around in circles with guitars. Because I had a couple endorsements, and those kind of morphed into each other. I was playing Zions for a while, and which are fabulous guitars, and a great guitar company out of North Carolina. I love Dale very much, and Ken Hoover, who passed away. But those guitars kind of, when you're doing a gig like that too, a lot of people don't realize that the presentation also matters to people when they come to get the experience.
100%.
If you're at a show and you go to see, and I'm not using Stevie Ray Vaughan other than the example that when you go to see him, you expect the Strat, you want that sound, you want that look, you want that feel, you want the vibe. So I had to also figure out in my own stupidity, because yes, I had in my mind my own identity, but I also had to figure out what was best for supporting the main course on the plate.
Sure.
I'm the ketchup and mustard, right?
Sure.
So I got to be able to complement what's happening, and I have to be able to work within what needs to be done for the artist, right? And that's all artists, but her in particular, I had to start figuring out like Strats and Pauls and Tellys really are what the core sound of her,
Right.
of what she is.
Right.
And I can't be coming in, not that I couldn't do it, but I'm not going to show up with a BC Rich or, a Hamer or
That's
something.
what I was thinking.
Right.
Even if it worked, it doesn't
represent.
Right.
It doesn't represent.
Yeah, sure.
And, it might be cool for novelty for one song or something, but for the most part, it's not right for the gig. And it doesn't sound right. It doesn't do the job like it should.
Sure.
So at that point, I did have to modify and alter. I had a signature guitar from Rick Haynes, which was a Les Paul shape. It was great. But it's definitely looks like a giant lava lamp. The paint job was actually a dipped paint job, and it's awesome. It's a beautiful guitar, and it lights up the stage. But it doesn't really fit what we're doing too much either. So I kind of like pulled that back out and stopped not using that anymore. They ended up folding too. They were out of Indonesia. Great company, great guys, but just didn't work out. So then I started playing this Telly that I've got, and Mark Stolson built for me too. So we built this custom Telecaster with a PAF in it. So it's kind of a hybrid. It's got push-pull in it, and I can do single coil stuff if I need to get gnarly, and I can do humbucker stuff if I need to get nasty. So that really worked out for a long time. And in the meantime, I have a couple Dean guitars, believe it or not, that they actually make traditional shapes too. Dean was known for making a lot of Chinese star looking stuff.
I see.
And not that there's anything wrong with it, because I like it, and I have a couple of those too. But I got a Strat and I got a Telly from them.
Yeah, yeah.
And they do the job, and they sound great, and they look great.
Cool.
I got to go.
Just put a little Fender sticker over it.
So their logo is like with the wings and stuff. You've seen it before. But the one Telly I have actually has a cursive logo. It says Dean in cursive. It's very traditional looking, very contemporary.
Right.
Gold top Telly with 3 P90s. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's
and I've been using it quite a bit. So right now the guitars have been kind of those Tellys and Strats, and occasionally Les Paul, and the amp kind of transitioned to a Supro. I'm using a Supro now.
Huh.
Beautiful, clean sound. I got a Supro Galaxy, so that's what I've been using with her. And
we have those here, right?
Yeah, there's one up front. I wanted to take that one home.
Price is right.
Woo!
Hey.
The price is right.
We're making deals here on the Jon Peckman podcast.
Wheeling and dealing.
Hey.
Oh man, is it used?
It is.
How many miles on it?
I don't know. It's an estate sale.
Estate. I'm estating that I like the Supro. Oh man. So yeah, I'm at Supros, couple of tube screamer type overdrives, a tremolo.
Sure.
I got a delay, a chorus, and a tuner. I'm pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got to
works.
Make it happen, right? So that's what we're doing with the gig, and that's how I modified. I went from Marshall half stacks and Randalls. I had Randalls too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the heavy metal stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we did, and we modified everything, and we, like I said, finally got to Supro, and that's really where the sound is now.
Nice.
It's a good tremolo pedal, and yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it sounds like it would work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Well, that's what you heard
player.
when we were playing. So we were doing the Supro at the time. Yeah.
Right. So it fits right in the zone.
It's been fantastic. So the tone has been good, and we got and we also have this deflex thing too. And I don't talk about this enough. I have a deflector. Do you remember seeing that thing?
I don't know.
So it's made of Lexian, and it's the stuff that they use on the airplane windows. It's unbreakable.
Yeah.
And it's literally a speaker deflector that goes in front of the speaker. Oh. And it makes the speaker cone, when it transmits the speaker beam, instead of going straight across and blowing people away when you're standing in front of it, it actually makes it 360 degrees. And it encompasses the sound on the stage. So you can hear across the stage, and I don't have to turn up too crazy loud. Everybody can hear.
Oh.
If I get the amp just in front of the kick drum and I put the speaker deflector on there, everybody can hear and nobody's getting annihilated.
I got you. So it's almost like
the
Bose thing.
Very similar, but this thing is like adjustable, and it's made overseas. My buddy Hoovy hooked me up, and it's been, now I have to bring it.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, gotta have it. Can't not use it. Gotta have it every time.
And it just puts the sound everywhere.
It does. It definitely makes it that speaker beam hits that cone. It's not even a cone. It's like a triangle, and it kind of hits it, and it kind of just it does. And even the drummer can hear, and you get it's pretty amazing. It really is.
That's cool. I'd be into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a mainstay for the stage now. I have to have it.
Cliff does something too.
He's got one that he lays. So it's almost like with the drum deflectors that they put up around. He's got one that's flat that lays in front of it, and then it hits it and it kind of bounces backwards. But this one actually makes it, the way it's shaped, it makes the sound go in all directions.
Wow.
So
that's kind of cool.
I tell you what, man, it's my secret weapon. It really is.
Yeah.
It helps make the sound. It's also not harsh sounding.
Right.
It makes the sound round and big and full, and it really helps a lot.
Yeah.
It really does.
I dig that.
Yeah, me too, man. Big time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the unsung hero of the set, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Christine's cool with it.
She, the one time I forgot it, she reminded me not to forget it.
Oh, hey, there you go. That's cool.
Yeah, because I was absent-minded. I left it, at home, and I was like, oh man, I forgot well, I guess we'll be all right. No, it made a difference not having it. It really did.
Oh, wow.
When we got through the gig, it sounded fine, but it was just having it on stage makes a difference for the guitar.
That's cool.
Because sometimes you get a lot of bass too, depending on the stage and the room.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to hear.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And if that speaker is just pointing straight out, only one side of the stage, even though it's mic that's going through the PA, it still makes a difference for stage volume. It really does.
I think so. I mean, that's what I'm into. Just trying to get the sound right so I can make sure I hear what I need to.
And you got to hear too.
In order to cruise, just to play, so I'm not distracted by this or that.
And you don't want it to be harsh either. And then also, you don't want. Also, your stage volume needs to be controlled. You can't be loud. You can't.
Right.
You're going to annihilate everybody, including yourselves. You know. And combo amps are down at your feet.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You're playing at your feet.
So it's easy to turn that up too loud.
Exactly. And also, you're not hearing because it's going across your legs. Now, you can put it on a stand. I mean, that's not a problem. But now you're losing the vibrance of the resonance of the stage.
Yeah, I got you.
So, and I don't like that.
So the solution is
I use the D-Flex.
The thing. Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you in part by D-Flex.
It might be.
And Powerade Zero.
If we can sell a few,
you can
by
probably
mentioning them. Maybe
you might be able to sell a few.
Might be our first.
Hoovy is very appreciative, right, Hoovy?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Might be our first.
I'll set you up with. I'll send you a link. You can check him out. He's great. He's really awesome.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
I believe. I don't want to say Sweden. I want to say Hungarian. I want to say that. Sorry, Hoovy, if I got it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could Google it, but
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely overseas.
That's cool. That's wild. No, I'm just getting nervous, and I want to.
Nervous.
I'm trying to stop you, but I can't.
You can't stop the train. You can't do it.
Fast forward. Fast
forward.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, you wanted to know how I met him.
Yeah.
That was by accident. Actually, Facebook. Believe it or
wow.
not, I just happened to scroll across something. And I saw it, and I was like, "Whoa!" And then I emailed him.
You're like, "What's this thing all?"
Yeah,
about?
I was like, "What? Tell me about this product. Where can I get it?" Like, And then that was like I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh wow.
And he offered to do a video chat from overseas, and he's got his own studio, and he engineered it and designed it, and he told me that if I wanted one, he had a guy here in the States that would he had a couple with him, and he would get me one, and I ended up getting one from one of the guys. He was I think he was at Berkeley. At Berkeley, and he met me, and I picked it up from him, and that was it. And I tell you what, I've been hooked ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really great. Like I said, what I love about it, the best part about it, you can't break it.
Oh wow.
It's indestructible.
Wow.
Like I said, airplane window.
So it's I got you.
Yeah,
So
the plastic is you could smash a car window with it. It's not going to break.
Nice.
I drop it all the time. It doesn't break.
Wow.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like things that are like durable and they don't break and they're reliable.
Sure.
Like you.
You just
Durable,
described my
strong.
Spirit. You just described my spirit, bro.
Your spirit.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your spirit animal?
I don't know.
Mastodon.
I don't know what that is.
Saber tiger.
I don't know. What is my spirit animal, Dave?
What is he? Tell me.
Is mayonnaise an animal?
Mayonnaise. He's broccoli with extra cheese.
I don't know what my spirit animal is. Probably a rabbit, right?
No. You rabbit jumping around?
Yeah. Yeah.
You a jumper?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Ricochet rabbit over here?
I've had rabbits for the last 20-something
Oh,
years.
pets?
Yeah.
Do tell. Nah,
I don't know
okay.
about that. No, it's funny.
All right.
The rabbits are funny. We're on the third one. We had first one lived 8 years. Second one lived 12 years, which is as long as he lived as long as they could possibly live.
I was gonna say, what'd you do? Preserve him?
No, he was. He
That's pretty cool though.
Oh yeah,
It's like a cat.
it's kind of
12
like
years,
it's kind of like a cat.
Yeah, they could be feisty.
And this guy that we have now is probably about 5, and he's pretty cool. Right. It's it's a different It's different.
Yeah.
It's not a cat. It's not a dog. It's not a horse. They have a different channel that they're on.
It's a rabbit.
It's a rabbit. But when you get to know them, they're different.
They have their own personality.
They got their own thing going.
Yeah.
Once you get on the rabbit level, then you're like, okay.
The level of the rabbit.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
This is like a mythology. The rabbit level.
Well, yeah, they're definitely on a level. It's weird.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, they're cool. He's free range in the house on the first floor.
Oh, okay.
And it's cool.
Is he potty trained?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep. Litter box. You very rarely will see a stray turd. He pees in the litter box always. I've never seen him pee anywhere else, and I've never seen him pee because he goes into the box.
But do you smell it?
Nope.
Anyway?
No, not really.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to change litter boxes.
Yeah. I bet.
But like, I've never. This is our third rabbit. They all are litter box trained to pee, which is relatively easy. But, the first two would just leave turds wherever. And they're not that big a deal, but they're still. But he is so clean, he only poops in the litter box. So we allow him free run of the first floor because he's so clean. We're just like, dude, you're good.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Nice.
Which is kind of unusual for a rabbit.
Yeah,
To
I
be
can see that.
that clean. But yeah, he's funny. But, they'll get into mischief if you let them.
Yes, they will.
Mm-hmm.
Boredom.
One time, Christine, it was Christmas, and she was like, half joking, but she sent me like a little kid's book, like a storybook, and said, "Read this to your bunny on Christmas Eve." And I was like, okay. And I actually was, bored, and I was sitting there, and I opened the book, and I looked, and he was sitting there, looking at me as
ready for you to read it.
And I sent her a picture. I was like, look. This is actually happening on Christmas Eve. And she's like, oh, my God, I can't believe it. And he was sitting there as if I was reading to him. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, he probably thought I had a snack.
Yeah, probably thought it. Or he's going to bite your leg.
But it was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah, they don't really bite. They're not biting
not too much.
that much.
No, not really.
Not in mine.
That's that's the last resort for them. Like, protecting their young or something. A snake or something.
They don't have a lot of torque.
Yeah. I don't know. They crunch on some vegetables pretty hard.
No, yeah.
Them teeth are pretty brutal, bro.
Yeah. I've had them bite me, but it's not.
It's a love bite.
Yeah.
They love John. Right. Everybody loved John.
They have to. Daddy bring food.
Daddy bring pellets.
Yeah, Daddy. Yeah. Got that right.
Oh my God.
Where did you grow? Well, first of all, no. Well, you didn't grow up clearly.
No, I didn't. I'm the biggest kid you've ever. Oh my God. I'm never going up. It's a trap.
Where were you supposed? Yeah, exactly.
It's a trap.
Where were you?
The tractor beam.
Where were you supposed to grow up?
Where? When?
Like, where did you grow up? Well, see, I said it again.
Yeah,
I can't use the word grow up.
They said act your age. I go, I've never been this age before. I don't know how to act this age.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
You're from where?
Oh, well, planet Earth. We'll start there. How's that?
Wow.
All right. United States. We can narrow it down.
Just like,
All right. So I was born.
Like why we, your musical kind of history a little bit.
All right. So I was born. I was born in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
It all started there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that probably tells you everything you wanted to know.
I don't know that I've ever been
South
there.
Kakalaki.
Okay.
My shout out to the boys.
Columbia.
Yeah. So I grew up. I didn't necessarily grow up there, but I was born there, and we lived there until I was very young, and then we moved to Florida, Miami, Florida.
Okay.
And most of my youth was spent in Miami, Florida, up
okay.
until I would say towards the end of elementary school, almost.
Okay.
And then from there, we moved to Jacksonville for a little while, back to Miami, and I did 1 year of high school in Jacksonville, 1 year of high school in Miami, and then finished my high school in Columbia, South Carolina. Back to full circle.
Okay.
So it was kind of a ricochet thing going on.
Yeah.
So I was exposed to some interesting people, to say the least.
I bet. Did you meet Florida Man? Whatever that means, where they always would say the old news items. Florida Man gets struck by lightning.
Yeah. I met Florida Man. Okay. I went to Monkey Jungle, and I went to Parrot Jungle, and I went to Disney World. And,
sure.
And a bunch of other stuff that was there. what's that? Coral Palace, I think, or Coral Castle.
Sounds like a strip joint. I think I've been there.
You've been to Coral Castle? You seen that strip? You seen that movie before?
The Coral Castle.
Yeah, so that's like a legendary thing on the side of the road. There's a lot of roadside attractions there.
Sure.
And that was a thing where the guy allegedly levitated all the rocks to make this castle out of coral.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, so it's still there.
Oh, really?
It survived Hurricane Andrew at the time. So, but I grew up there, and obviously 80s music was prominent in my childhood.
Sure.
And we had MTV when I was young, and sitting at home in summertime watching MTV.
Yeah.
And of course, my influences before Chet Atkins and all that stuff my dad liked to do. He loved the Oak Ridge Boys and all that. So I got a mixture of things. My mom is Hispanic, so she liked Latin music. She was a big Julio Iglesias fan.
Nice. Yeah.
Amongst other things. So you could see there's some diversity there. Yeah. And so I moved back to Columbia, and at that point I was already playing guitar, and I had a guitar. Actually, I didn't have a guitar teacher, never had one.
Oh, wow.
But when I started playing guitar, it was...
Would you like one?
I need one. I already talked to this. I talked to the jazz master over here.
Yeah.
When I was growing up in my last stint in Miami, he's making an appearance here. Making an appearance.
What's the matter? We're at 40 minutes. Is that what you're looking
40 minutes and counting. So in Florida, my last stint in Miami, my last high school stint there, I became friends with a guy named Brian Bonds. Okay. Hi, Brian. If you happen to watch this, I still love you, even though you'll talk to me anymore. Oh. He's busy. That's all. It's not because he doesn't love me. He's just busy. So Brian is responsible for showing me a lot of things on guitar. Even though I didn't know anything about music, he showed me how to play a couple power chords, and I kind of got me jump-started. And the significance of Brian Bonds is that Brian was the guitar player in Florida Georgia Line.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the founding members of the band. Okay. And Brian was he's still an amazing guitar player, and he's phenomenal, and he's very gifted, and I love him dearly. And so he's kind of got me in my start, actually, in a lot of ways. And we went to high school together, spent a year and a half, almost 2 years together, and about a year and a half. And we saw Van Halen on tour together, that kind of stuff. We went to the Balance tour, and we were there, and that's where I got my start. Was really from him. Oh, and wow. My mom bought me a guitar out of a pawn shop, and my dad had his Gretsch, and it was always under the bed, but I never touched it because I was afraid something was going to happen.
The Chet Atkins machine, kind of.
Yeah, so there's a story behind that. He actually originally bought a '59 White Falcon. That's what he had. Yeah. And he traded it in
for a ham sandwich. Or
yeah,
something.
Exactly. Exactly. A lunchbox full of Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
And all of them were scratched up.
Right.
Metal lunchbox, too. Dukes of Hazzard on the front. No. And so he traded it in on this other Gretsch, and it was a Monkees rock and roll model. Oh. And it was made in '66. It was brand new. Yeah. And he got the raw deal, obviously, because the White Falcon will always be worth more money than a Monkees model.
Yeah, sure.
But the cool part about it was the Monkees model was it only made like 200 of them because it didn't sell.
Oh, okay.
And so even though it doesn't have a high value, it is a rare guitar.
Sure.
And it's got Supertrons in it. It's an amazing sounding guitar. It's fabulous. Yeah. In every way. Any other Gretsch I've ever played actually pales in comparison to the tone of it. I just never touched it because I was afraid something was going to happen to it. It was old. But later on, we did some work to it. We got it kind of cleaned up and fixed up, and I've used it a few times, and it's amazing.
Cool.
But
like a Bigsby, like the whole
It's
deal?
got the Bigsby, the Supertrons. It's red with a white pick guard. It's just a beautiful. It's just a beautiful guitar.
Killer.
And like at the time when they made it, young girls were big fans of the Monkees, as we all know, teeny bopper band. Sure. But they couldn't afford that guitar at the time. It was like $700.
Oh wow!
So that's why the guitar never sold. So when musicians didn't take them seriously either,
they just became nowhere. They're in the no zone.
Exactly. Yeah. So what they did was they would buy the guitar and they would pull the hardware off of it that said the Monkees, so they wouldn't get caught playing a Monkees guitar. Oh. If they wanted the guitar, that's what they did.
I see.
Then the thing sold so poorly from '66 to '68. Wow. They just used whatever leftover parts they had the last 2 years and put them on the Streamliner and just dumped it as a Monkees guitar. If somebody ordered one, but they only made like 200.
Oh wow, that's a crazy story.
Yeah, so that's the history behind that. I thought it was really fascinating. So he ended up with that, and the reason why he got rid of the White Falcon was the craziest reason, because it didn't stay in tune. And back then, there wasn't a lot of like how-tos on how to keep a guitar in tune.
Yeah, right.
If it didn't stay in tune, you kind of got rid of it, and that's a lot of people did that. Just constantly trying to tune it, and he just got annoyed with it. He got rid of it and got this guitar.
Why didn't he, like you say? Why didn't you just go on YouTube and look up?
If he just picked up his damn cell phone, and called Cletus next door, with his
Why do you think?
the damn Martin over there, and just to hook it up and see what the hell's doing, and damn figure it out.
What do you think what's with the White Falcon? Is there a thing? Is there a culprit? Why it doesn't stay in tune?
I don't think so. I think that it was just a situation where, and I wasn't sure if he bought it new or not. I think it was used, and I think it was a situation just typical 3 per side headstock, the D and a G string hang up on the nut, that right there, because at an angle it goes out to those tuners, and then sometimes the tuners might need to be tightened or something too, and
so it's just not staying in tune.
Yeah, it didn't retain its tuning, and also another thing about all guitars with Bigsby or
I was going to say
Maestro tremolos or any of that stuff, they're awesome. They have a lot of mass. They have great tone for the guitar. But if you look at them, they go out of tune.
I was going to say,
yeah. And I mean, and you can grease them and oil them and slick them up, and it helps. But they still go out of tune. They just do, and that's just the way it is. I mean, Brian Setzer's amazing at keeping his stuff in tune, and he's one of those guys that can do it. But I know that they're just notorious for that. So. They don't, and man from the south down there, we don't really pay more mind to the way things are made.
Right. You just get another one.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's like buying clothes. You don't wash them, I just buy new ones. But yeah, that's
so someone's got the White Falcon somewhere.
Yeah, somebody has that White Falcon, but that's okay. My dad's. I've always associated him with the Gretsch, the '67 Monkeys, and I've never seen the White Falcon. I just know the story behind it and what happened to it, and he kicked himself every day got rid of that thing. Wow. But I wanted to buy him one time, but I just
imagine that.
Couldn't. Yeah, I just can't swing it.
That'd be heavy. That would be reason enough.
Even a reissue, I wanted it, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't swing it at the time. And then that never happened. So unfortunately. Wow. But anyway, but yeah. So that's kind of my histories and where my beginnings are. It's like Brian and I. He showed me a lot of stuff. My first guitar was a BC Rich Mockingbird from Japan, and I moved to South Carolina, and I just started getting into bands and started, learning things off the radio, and that's how I learned how to play guitar off the radio.
And how'd you get here? When's Connecticut happen?
Oh man, so that's a good one. And it's a good story, actually, not too crazy, but it is a good story. So the band at the time I was playing in, we were kind of an alternative rock, hard rock band. We played all around the area. We used to pick up gigs in Charleston and Atlanta and North Carolina and all these other places, Asheville. Played all over the place. Did good. We're working hard. And so we ended up playing a gig. This is kind of a wild little story. So we ended up playing a gig in this place called it was a sports cafe in Charleston. I think it was Montague area or Montsville. I can't remember exactly the town, but it's definitely in Charleston. And we ended up opening up for a band called Iron Horse. And this band, Iron Horse, Gaetano, the drummer we were talking about earlier, he was the drummer in this band.
Okay.
And that's how I met him. And the band is consisted of some other guys, too, which are pretty cool. This guy named Robert Marcello, who's Key Marcello's brother. Key Marcello is the guitar player for Europe, the band Europe.
Oh, okay. And
we didn't know that it was his younger brother at the time, but that's who it was. And the lead singer of this band is Ron Keel, from the band Keel, 80s band. And Ron discovered Yngwie Malmsteen.
Oh.
And the band Steeler in 1983.
Oh.
And Ron is by far a very, very underrated and amazing vocalist and songwriter. Wow. And I just want to, and I'm not just saying that because I love him, because I do. He's a good guy. I met Ron at the gig. And I was blown away by what they were doing, like a Southern rock thing. So it really wasn't, it was kind of a mixture, but it was more of a Southern rock thing. It was more, the songs were really rich and good melodies. So what ended up happening was we did this gig and it was great. He just killed it. The crowd was great. We did a great job that night too. And apparently I didn't know it at the time. So Ron actually got my contact information.
Oh, wow.
And it was months went by. I didn't take anything of it. So what happened was I bought the record, and I, like a true fan of music, as you do, I'm sure you do this, you go through the liner notes, right? Yeah. You want to know who did what. You want to know who produced it.
Of course.
Okay, so there's some really cool stuff going on here. So that record was produced by Michael Vocera, and Mike and I are really good friends. Michael's the singer for the band Loudness from the 80s also.
Oh, okay.
And he also sang for Yngwie Malmsteen as well. Go figure.
Yeah.
And there was other musicians on the record. There was a singer on the record by the name of Terri Lane. And Terri Lane is a friend of mine.
Okay.
A very close friend of mine. We've been friends for a long time now. But she did all the background vocals on the album.
Okay.
And because I'm a fan of music, and especially then, I was in my 20s, I'm like looking up everybody, trying to figure out who
Sure.
does what
Sure.
kind of other things they've done. Wow, this record's great. Let me get another record that they did. That's what I always do. I always ping-ponged and
course.
monkey branched to another album to get something, because that's what we do. That's
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
music fans,
Totally.
hardcore. So she and I got talking. She had a website, and she needed a guitar player. And she sent me some of the songs, and they were like bluesier rock songs. And I was like, wow, I like these songs. And we got to talking, and I ended up deciding I was going to come to Connecticut. And she was working with Vic at the Horizon Music Group. Oh, Michael Vicera also lives in Connecticut, or he did live here. Now he lives in Nashville. And so this whole like trifecta of things that kind of happened.
Yeah.
And by the way, Mike is also featured on the second Eynomia album
Okay.
as well. So he's a good friend of mine. So, well, as push comes to shove, I think after a month and a half after I'd already decided I was going to move here from South Carolina, Ron Keel sends me an email and asks me to play guitar in Iron Horse.
Oh, boy.
And I was like,
Man, I'm already packed up.
Yeah, I made a promise, and I kept my promise. And as much as I wanted to play with Ron, because I that would have been a dream come true. In the fact that he's a legendary metal and rock singer, and he's so versatile and he's so great in those ways. I declined, and he came to visit me in South Carolina. Actually, came to my house, and we hung out for the day, and it was great to see him. And it was very, very moving. He's very, very caring and great guy. He really is, and he loves his fans, and he's like I said, good dude. So that's kind of how I ended up here. I ended up making a deal with Terry, and we started working together on some songs, and I came up here and we started doing it.
And that would have been what year?
Good God, 2002.
Oh, okay.
3.
Okay.
Maybe at the latest
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
And then I came up here and I started doing work with her, and we were playing a lot of shows. We played with Jolyn Turner. We played with XYZ. I mean, we were in New Jersey. We were everywhere. We were just playing everywhere. We opened for Johnny Winter at Toad's Place. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff that we were doing everywhere. And then and then I just started branching out and doing other stuff too. On top of it, that's what we were doing. So, yeah, she was definitely a big highlight and big focal point. She's an amazing singer, and I'll give you a little shameless plug. She teaches adjunct at UNH, so you can actually take voice lessons from her privately, or you can go to school and you can get some world-class vocal lessons from Terri Lane, because she is second to none. I will guarantee you that. She has a range like you ain't never heard, brother. Let me tell you, she's got some power behind her. She can sing. That woman can sing, and she does a really great job. She did some stuff on that. If you recall, I think a while back, Vic had Harry Connick at the studio. Well, she did background vocals on that song for the Sandy Hook.
So she's the one you call.
Yeah, she did all those background vocals on the Love Wins track. And she did work with Orrin Bolton.
I wonder if she would ever be here on the Jon Peckman podcast.
She would do that. I think she would. I don't think she would have a problem talking about how some of the things that she's gone through, and so a lot of the studio work she's done. She's done a ridiculous amount of studio work, and from jingles to all kinds of. She's a very interesting person. She's got a good story.
Just a thought.
Yeah,
throwing it out there.
Absolutely. We can talk to her about that.
Far out.
Yep.
Far out.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. But from her, it ended up like Chris. We started working with Saving Echo, and then I had This Time Down. I had a lot of bands I worked with, over time. Pin Siren. I can name quite a few bands, and all of them had their great moments that we had. A lot of good shows, and a lot of good things happened. But that's kind of where it all started. Was there.
Cool.
Yeah, we're digging deep now. You make my brain.
Well, curious.
Like I said, every time I learn something new, I push something old out. So I'm just kind of. So.
Well, as long as you don't push out the part that reminds you to unzip.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah, when that day comes.
Then I'll have to get a garden hose or something.
When that
happens,
have it. Stop learning new things. That'll be when that
pressure relief valve.
All right, that's enough.
That's it's never enough. What do you want? More?
Yeah, exactly.
More pudding.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting close to the end.
We're done?
We're getting close.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just getting started.
I am just getting started.
Well, you can come back.
Now
that you know what
sequel?
the vibe is. Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right.
Why not?
Should I bring lobster?
I'm not into lobster, but you can bring one.
Uncooked.
Oh, yeah. Just let it crawl around. Yeah, that could be lobster races.
Yeah, lobster race, like washing machine races. You ever do that? Watch them.
Yeah, I've never done it, but I've seen it.
Yeah,
heard of
all
it.
right. Put stickers on them, numbers.
Are you a Cheap Trick fan?
I do like some Cheap Trick. I do like me some Xander.
Speaking of, they have a new album coming out. I don't know when, but they just released and it's called All Washed Up.
I haven't heard it.
And the cover, I just heard one song. It's great.
Oh, great.
But the cover of the album is 4 washing machines. and each one looks kind of like that, like there's a checkerboard washing machine.
Okay.
One that looks like an orange stack, kind of.
That's awesome.
It's so funny. But when you say washing machine,
That
race,
remember.
yeah.
It reminds me of what Rush did. Remember they went on tour and they had the rotisserie chicken? Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, where they're like,
the crazier the better.
Yeah, we don't have cabinets on stage anymore, so we want to fill that space with something.
Rotisserie chicken.
That's pretty funny.
You get something to eat after the show, right? Just for the crew.
That's pretty funny.
It's
and then they would literally just do the crew's laundry. They would have a washer and dryer.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
And where they were doing laundry. They were doing the laundry.
As long as they're front loaders, then you can put the amp head on top of it.
Right.
Ooh, I like that.
Wow, it's already been
The
done.
bass drum can be a washing machine too. Yeah.
I can't see Christine going for that.
That's not going to happen. No.
So-
We'd have to have the tour would have to be the Dirty Laundry tour. Yes.
We're on to something.
Oh, tied. Calgon, take me away.
All right, listen. We gotta. We are getting close to the end.
All right.
So, real quick, I have wrap up questions.
Absolutely. I'll make them quick.
But is there anything else that you want to talk about briefly that we did not? I always tell people, picture yourself driving home now, going, "Oh man, I should have." Now's your chance. You know what I'm saying?
No, the only thing I want to say is if you ever feel you're down and out, don't be, because you're the only one of you and there's no other one of you.
Sure.
So make sure you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, because you can do it. You are definitely worth it. You're worthy. Always make sure and remind yourself that you are great and you will be great, and you just got to stick to it and do your thing, and just be on top of it. Don't you have friends, I'm sure, that are out there, and I just wanted to leave a little positive message for everybody that you definitely are worth it. And if I can play music and bring joy to people, you can do things too. If you have your all your dreams in front of you, all you have to do is just go for them. Make it happen.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man.
I like that.
Just make it happen.
Yeah.
Because you got this.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not?
So.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story about that after.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Please.
Yeah. So I do have wrap up questions real quick that'll kind of 5 albums that you can't live without that will help us to understand.
Oh man. Holy crap. You're putting me on the spot there.
Yeah.
So if I'm driving down all right. So if I'm driving in the car and I'm picking records to listen to because I can't go without it.
Yeah.
Giant, the band Giant.
Oh wow.
Time to Burn.
Oh wow.
I wear this record out every time I get down on the highway. I love this record. Dan Huff is absolutely amazing singer-songwriter. I don't know what it is. Amazing studio musician, guitar player. He is like the total package. One of my favorite guitar players.
Yeah.
So that record, Time to Burn, love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the one before it, but I love this one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of 80s metal stuff here because for some reason it just resonates with me. And there are some, I like blues rock just as much as the next person. Led Zeppelin 4.
Sure.
I could listen to that one all day too.
Sure.
So I'll put that in there. But that's one on the 5. The number 2, in no particular order, Lynch Mob, Wicked Sensation.
Sure.
The groove on that record, fabulous. The production, Max Norman did a great job on that. George plays like there's nobody's business on that. To me, there's not a bad track. I'm screaming every single song going down the road singing. So I love that album very much. I'm going to pull out Whitesnake, 1987, for me.
Yeah.
John Sykes on guitar.
Okay.
Smashing it. Is This Love? Beautiful guitar solos, singing parts. I mean, I'm a big Gary Moore fan too.
Yeah.
So I'm not, he comes from that same school of playing. I love that record. Let me see if I can put another album in there. Of course, we talked about Badlands. I mean, I can't not listen to that self-titled album. High Wire and that Zeppelin groove that's on there. That drummer, Eric Singer, on that album is just a monster drummer on that record. And Jake is going to be always my all-time favorite. And I love the second record too. It's a little more earthier. There's some beautiful songs on that record, but the first one's the one that really speaks to me. On that record, on that front. And that's definitely a more bluesy, just nasty blues record, that blues rock record that I like. Trying to think of another album that could throw in there.
I've never heard you quiet for this long.
I'm
by the way.
sorry. I
just
had
wanna
to.
throw that out there.
This is the first time I took a breath of fresh air. I'm usually breathing in my own CO. I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, I
hate.
figured out how to keep Chris Beckley quiet.
Yeah, it's
Ask
hard.
him for the fourth
It's hard.
one.
I'm going to get some hate for this one only because of the separation between vocalists here. But I got to say 5150 by Van Halen.
Oh, wow. You're on your own there, pal.
I am on my own, and I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Not sorry. By far, and I love David Lee Roth as much as anybody, and I do.
Sure.
5150 for me, there's a certain level of maturity that the band progressed to that I like.
Sure.
Singer-songwriter stuff, and I love the melodies, and the guitar playing is so refined. It's just a beautiful record. I'm gonna have to put that in there and that's for today. This list could change in a couple hours,
Totally.
and I'm sure I'm gonna be like, damn, I should have thought of that record. But no, there's that 5150 right now is resonating heavy with me.
Sure,
and
go
I'm
with
a
that.
Van Halen guy, and there's some
me
good
too.
songs on that record.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
So there's your 5.
Yeah, man. I like that. That'll work. Food that you could eat every day. If you could eat every day with no consequences, what do you eat and you just go, I'd be good with this every day?
Oh man. Anything on the Cracker Barrel menu.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I just lost 40 pounds, just so you know.
Oh, wow.
I was 267. I'm this morning I was 224.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that was an interesting situation too. I like country cooking, man. I mean, anything country cooking is my favorite. But I would say if I had to narrow it down to anything, barbecue. If I could have pulled pork with mac and cheese and cornbread and poutine and all that stuff, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Forever. I would eat that forever.
Sure.
And I'd be dead, but I'd go.
Corn casserole. My wife made a corn casserole. We
Oh,
had
yeah?
barbecue the other day. I don't know if you know what that
I do what it is. I know what it is.
She does a good job.
Yeah, I love brisket. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's that? Hoodoo Brown. I'm giving a shout out to Hoodoo Brown. Has amazing brisket, by the way. And Bear's Barbecue in New Haven.
Sure.
Eat it. It's good.
I know about that. Yeah,
Oh
for
man,
sure.
we're going. You and me. That's it. It's on.
Oh boy. Okay.
Woo!
But I need to lose weight. Like you got to.
After,
We'll talk about it.
After.
We'll talk.
After the
That'll
brisket.
be the last step. Okay.
Until the next time.
Exactly. One show or concert that you saw that changed your whole thing immediately.
One concert that changed my life. There you go. Got me quiet again.
Oh boy.
You got me quiet again.
I figured it out.
I figured out you figured out the Rubik's Cube. Oh my God, the thing is smoking. So
I mean, you don't have to answer.
no, I have to answer this question. This is a great question, and I've seen a lot of bands. I've seen Kiss and Aerosmith, and I've seen lots of blues artists, and we've played with a lot of great artists too. That I've said, obviously was a bystander because I'm such a big fan.
Sure.
I'm gonna go back to the first big concert I went to. It's the one that did it, and I saw. This is going to be not surprising, but there's one band that stood out. The whole show was great, but the one band that stands out. So I saw Fight, which is Rob Halford's other band at the time.
Okay.
He just left Judas Priest.
Okay.
I saw Fight, which was supposed to be Alice in Chains,
Oh wow.
and they canceled because Lane was in rehab at the time. And this is going to be 1994.
Okay.
My first big concert. Fight, Suicidal Tendencies,
Sure.
which is
Yeah.
all I wanted was a Pepsi.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a big fan of theirs. After the show, I had a lot of respect for them. But it was Fight, Suicidal Tendencies, Candlebox,
Oh wow.
and Metallica.
Oh wow.
And
That's
it
kinda
was the
crazy.
Wherever I May Roam tour.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, everybody did a great job.
Yeah.
Fight I was blown away. I ended up buying that record.
Sure.
But Candlebox
Really?
blew my doors off.
Wow.
And
Interesting. Of course, I only know the one song.
do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that
But I
so
mean-
a lot of people they're so used to the
Sure.
whatever they always make fun of. But I love Candlebox, and I'm a
Wow.
huge fan of Candlebox.
Hey, that's cool.
And when they played, that guy had such a big guitar. I mean, not just the guitar, but the whole band was like they were just glued together. They knew each other so well, and they reminded me of Zeppelin in a way.
Wow.
Just the maturity of the note selections and how things were being played and sang.
Yeah.
That guy had such an organic feel to him vocally. It never ever left me how amazing they were live. And that guy had the guitar player had such a great sound.
Wow.
It was the first time I ever saw PRS being played live too, and it was just
Wow.
Phenomenal. So they were like, to my opinion, the unsung hero of the show of the night. And
Interesting.
I saw them outdoors, and it was just amazing.
Wow.
They did a Jane's Addiction song too that day. It was just absolutely phenomenal band. Very underrated. And yeah, so they really, I mean, I'm a big Metallica fan. I've always been, but that band really set me off.
Wow.
They made me go home and want to play. Like they really did.
That's
like,
wild.
I was so into like what they were doing.
That's different.
Far Behind, obviously that song was featured. All their hits were featured that day.
Wow.
But yeah, it was really.
Where was it?
I saw them at Bayfront Park, Miami, Florida.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that was cool because Rob Halford came out and did some songs with Metallica. So they did some old Priest songs, which was really cool. They did, Free Will Burning, and I think they did Green Man Unleashed, the Fleetwood Mac cover.
Yeah.
They really like hammed it up. It was great. It really was. It was a lot of Scott Ian was there from Anthrax. It was a big metal fest that day. But Candlebox was not really a metal band at that point. It was alternative rock.
Yeah.
But they just had a lot to say. In my opinion, a lot more to say than everybody.
Wow.
And they were beautiful. They really were. Yeah. My heart was really sold on that.
That's something to think about.
Yeah, I like that band a lot. I
Wow,
really do.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. All right. Candlebox. We'll look into it.
Yeah.
We'll take it under advisement.
Yeah, I like different things.
Of course. Yeah, always. Excuse me.
I like that Motley Crue record that Vince didn't sing on.
Right.
For example.
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
It's great.
I hear you. No, that happens. That happens for sure. We can get out of here.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Where are we going? Pizza?
No, I already
Donuts?
ate.
Cheesecake?
I already ate today.
Okay.
I'm going to send
Only once today?
Well, so I'm going to send a little local shout out just for nothing.
Let's do it.
Me and my wife went to Eli Cannon's over here in Middletown for a little burger. Oh. It was excellent. But here's the thing. Not only was it excellent, but here's what I would like to say about Eli Cannon's that I enjoyed. So we were in a booth. Each booth had an individual light fader, not only a switch, but a fader for each. I was like,
ambience.
I want to meet the freak who did this.
Amazing.
You just go, you know what? Let me just turn that down.
Yeah, because if it's like, I get it.
Excellent. I was like, somebody
was thinking.
I would like to know who was like, what would be cool is if we had individual. That's pretty slick.
Was that better than the burger?
The burger, I would completely do what we did again. It was really good.
So I'm been very dissatisfied with burgers out lately in places. This place
I don't
is
know
great.
that I'm an expert, but I would say that for me, I think this was exceptional.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been somewhere where I was like, that burger was just, I got to go back and get another one.
Gary,
another burger.
I'm not trying.
Gary.
I'm not trying to plug. I can't remember the last time I was there.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Okay.
It was good.
Well, no, you
throwing it out.
You give them a shout out. That's good.
Throwing it out.
Burger's good, man.
The burger was good, and I like
the
that
dimmer.
You can control the lights.
I give a shout out to barbecue, so we do a shout out to burger.
You know what I'm saying?
Burger time, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hey, baby.
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna hit the music that's gonna make us go away.
Bye.
All right, Chris Bickley, thank you.
My pleasure.
I had to talk you into it. I thought you were going to be reluctant.
No, absolutely not. I'm all about. Hold on a minute. I am all about the podcast.
Oh, that was fun. You should have your own. Hey, hold on. What's the matter? Sorry, that's too loud. What, Dave?
He should have his own.
I know he should have his own.
I like how it showed up in yours and disrupting everything.
Maybe this would be our thing. So, Jon Peckman Podcast, Kankakee Valley School of Music and Dance. Beautiful downtown Portland, Connecticut. Come over the bridge, pull a Yui. Park in front of the music store with the red neon light. We have music lessons. We have gear. We have turntables. We have vinyl. We've got all kinds of stuff. Chris Bickley, guitar player, among other things. But Christine Ohlman and Rebel Montez was here. And listen for his new podcast, maybe.
Yes.
No, but come here now and shop. Buy stuff.
Yeah. Come here now and shop.
Buy the stuff. Don't buy my Supro.
Yeah, don't buy a Supro. All right, kids. I'll see you later. Hey, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
See.
All right, later. Peace.
If you'd like to start your own podcast, give us a call at Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Our professionally designed podcast space is here for all your recording needs. Rent out our studio to do interviews with up to 4 people, to record audiobooks, social media content, and all other recorded material. Our rentals include a private studio along with our professional-grade podcasting equipment, and we can customize your output to whatever your needs are. We also have green screen capabilities, which will expand to video capability if you so wish. So check us out here at convalley.net/podcast.